We open up on you, James. You don't need to breathe. You're dead. But for some reason, you open your eyes and the darkness in which you have been floating for God knows how long suddenly becomes a little bit more real. As if it becomes more tangible, as if instead of drifting to the endless nothing that is death, suddenly you are in something that's just merely absent of light. Against your back, you feel a wooden panel, and you vaguely from somewhere in front of you, you hear some whispering. What you think as a female voice. Are you saying this is a real Vasily Bradu? Like, this is crazy. These go for millions. Then you hear a second voice, deeper, with an Eastern European accent, saying, Yes, it is, Miss Masters. Now, I would be very careful. I would not touch it. It is very very precious. Oh, come on. You know I pay enough for this thing.
I try to scratch or weakly put a hand out to the front to see if I can push on the panel, just to see if is this real, or am I still just dreaming in this endless nothingness that it has been.
You reach in front of you and your fingers touch wood. You're in some sort of a box, maybe?
Yeah, feels real for the first time in a while.
And inside you feel the beast. You feel your hunger gnawing at your stomach, or wherever your stomach used to be at least. In your head, you hear... You feel hungrier than you have ever felt before, as if you have spent 30 years without food.
Yeah. Panic begins to set in the moment.
You need to eat. What do?
Whatever strength he has left, trying to push or scrabble or get out of this box that he's in, whatever he's got left.
Okay, roll me a strength athletics.
Strength athletics. First roll. Here we go. Right. Okay.
Here we go. Do well.
You're just very, very.
Okay. Let's see how we do. Oof.
Bestial failure.
This will be a bestial failure because one success is not enough.
Fair enough.
Which means you get a compulsion, which will be...
Wow, he's in a box. How bad can it be?
Basically, all you can think of at this point is hunger. And you will take you will take penalties to anything that's not like leading up to slaking your hunger right now.
Fair enough.
You feel it gnawing at your stomach, and and on the other side of the wall of the box, you hear, Miss Masters, I said do not touch. The master does not like it when you touch. Whatever, man. I can do what I want. I have enough money to afford this place and this statue with it. Then you hear a door slam, and the female voice goes, "What the fuck? Like, hey, leave me out of here!" And you hear rustling at like a door.
Okay, he tries kicking at the door at this wood as much as he can.
Do you want to increase your strength stats by performing a blood surge?
I'm assuming he would not be thinking anything but any way he can make himself stronger. So yes, he may not realize it, but it happens in the moment. If that works,
make your rouse check.
Okay, let's see how he's going to do. It looks like not a whole lot of nothing.
Is that a rouse check? Or am I?
I hit rouse. I rolled on rouse, but
okay, weird. Okay, never mind. So
maybe because you're already at 5 hunger.
Maybe. But if you are at 5 hunger and you roll a failure, that means you go into a hunger frenzy.
Okay, well,
No.
that sounds about right.
You feel the beast
Poor NPCs.
Yeah.
coming from inside. Your fingers dig into the wood before you, and you push, and you see what seems like the lid of a sarcophagus flying off against like the opposite wall of where you are. And what does this poor woman see that's like trying to get out as you crawl out of this coffin?
Yeah, I mean, this emaciated, pale figure, will be dragging himself out of this coffin as this goes on. But yeah, this very old, face that looks older than it should. But there's not much left of him after what's been going on, and there's just nothing but focused on this woman as this is all going on in the moments of
your
seeing
teeth are
light for the first time.
Yeah, your teeth are extended. Your eyes like glow red as you see the woman, and as you're in a hunger frenzy, you kind of fly at her throat.
Yeah, I don't think he even knows it happened, and it's not a choice in this moment.
You drink deeply. You drink more deeply than is healthy for a person to lose. You feel the life slowly slipping away out of this woman beneath you. As you reach Hunger 1, I will allow you to spend the willpower to resist killing her if you wish this. Or you can...
Yeah, he never intentionally does, but I don't know if he would... Yeah, in this state, I don't know if he would ever... Yeah, it wouldn't be an intentional choice, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'll roll it to see how he did. What do you need me to roll to see if he can resist it in the moment? I'm sure it's not going to be a good chance, but...
Actually, it's just spending a willpower. It's not really a roll. It's just ticking off one of your willpower boxes.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, he doesn't intentionally take life if he can, but like I said, 30 years in, I'm not sure he would he would be able to do it properly. But if he has willpower left to do it, he would. He would spend it.
Mark off your willpower.
Mm-hmm.
So you feel yourself pulling back. This woman falls on the ground before you and lies still. She is unconscious. Life is slowly leaving her body, but at this moment, she still draws breath, although she might need medical attention.
Yeah, I think he looks down in the moment and thinks, maybe there's something about her that he's like, almost like, oh my god, that could have been my sister in that moment, and he would not have been able to stop himself. Yeah, and that maybe that's what gave him enough willpower to stop in the moment. But yeah, he's like, yeah, it's not how he feeds, not normally.
At that point, you hear the door clicking open, as if like a lock is being opened. And through the door comes a large figure that you might realize, although he looks a little bit different than from the last time you saw him. As you see an imposing man, really strong, but compared to the last time, he has a little bit more gray hair. He has like a medical brace clamped around his knee, and he's wearing an eye patch. But this is unmistakable indeed. This is Arnold.
Arnold, is that you?
Yes, Master. It is me.
Oh, to see a familiar face. This is good.
Did you enjoy your snack?
I mean, Needed that. Yes, thank you.
What should we do with Wooten?
Is she anyone of importance, or will
I
she just?
I do not know. It was one of the people that wanted to see the Bradu. This is the first moment you look around. This used to be the room where your collection was being stored.
Yeah, he starts to.
And it is literally everything is gone except for the one statue that this woman was touching and was handling with disrespect.
How long's it been, Arnold? How long has it been?
It is 2018, sir.
Yeah, he's go over to one side on this one and just try breathing deeply and saying, "My God, it's so long, Arnold." And yeah, he says, "Just take her out. I'm sure if she's dumped somewhere not too far, she would be found. I didn't drink. I didn't kill. She'll be fine. I need a moment. But thank you.
Very well, Master." And you see Arnold coming in, and despite having a leg brace,
he's more
grabbing the woman and disappearing into the front of the shop, while he leaves you alone in the back room.
Yeah, I think as he looks around at what was his collection, and he's already mentally noting, just how much of it is missing right now in the moments. It's the first things that come to mind, even as he goes. Each piece, the name, the style. What have they done to me in this? Why did she do this?
At that moment, we skip to the future a couple of days. This is approximately 3 days later. Clarissa opens her eyes, and very similarly to Ramírez, she finds herself in a space she cannot escape from. She is locked in what seems to be some sort of storeroom. There's a mop and buckets around her. And you remember the previous day, the Karsh has claimed Praxis just a day ago. There is a new prince in the city, and he has ordered all kindreds that are new-ish to the city to be rounded up so he can decide what to do with them in order to make sure they are not traitors to the camarilla.
Absolutely furious and indignant internally. She's going to summon all of her energy, all of her composure, and knock loudly on the door of this. Somebody let me out right now. I would like to discuss the situation.
What are you wearing?
It'd be like a proper pantsuit kind of thing, in probably a grey, but a little bit too 80s. She's definitely aged, but there are some things she's still got her perm, and she'll definitely it has shoulder pads. She's it's coming back. Shoulder pads are coming back. You can't tell me they're not coming back.
You have a matching scrunchie.
Yeah, definitely got a matching scrunchie. It's a grey pinstripe, but yeah, matching scrunchie for sure. In her permed hair with her permed fringe.
Okay. You know where you are because you have, when you were brought here, you weren't. Well, you were brought here by force, obviously, but not you weren't hurt, if that makes sense. Yeah, you know you are held somewhere under City Hall in San Francisco. And as you knock on the door, the door opens, and before you stands a figure who is possibly the most ugly man you have ever seen. His face is contorted, like you think not everything has skin, and he looks, well, basically like a burn victim whose face has been mutilated horribly. He's wearing a long coat with underneath some kind of suit thing, and he says, "Come with me."
Lead the way.
And he will lead the way up the stairs, and there we will leave you for a moment as we zip over to our premiere. Cole, you are in the back of a limousine. Earlier this night, a ghoul showed up at your front door and told you the new prince needed to speak with you.
I would have followed without question. Is this ghoul someone I know? Or know of, at least?
How much were you involved in retaking the city from the Kuwait?
Probably quite invested. I mean, one of his main goals is to work his way up the camarilla, so if they had called for fighters, then yeah, he would have been...
Then you would know that this is one of Karsh's ghouls.
Yeah, there would be no question. There would just be okay, let me just grab my coat. Sure.
Yeah.
In the limousine.
It's a large build, you think military man, who basically gets into the limousine and drives you up right next to the City Hall building. He leads you to a side entrance. You know this entrance is specifically designed so it's outside of the range of any CCTV cameras that can pick you up. Well, it was set up this way so City Hall can be used as an Elysium at some point by some of the previous princes. From there, you're led inside into the Great Hall. This is like something I will show you because like the inside of this building is just ridiculous. Can you guys see this?
We can.
Beautiful.
So you're led up through one of the sides, like promenades, and you see like the center of this building. At the moment, there's some sort of reception going on, maybe like a wedding reception, because you see like someone in like a long white dress, and everyone seems very festive. You know, this building can be like, for quite a sum, can be like rented as like an event space. At least like this hall, and this ghoul leads you like through one of the upper promenades to an office space somewhere in like a corner of the building, and inside is a second figure with blonde hair, and weirdly enough, all kinds of weird shadowy things happening around her that you might notice when looking at her. And she looks up at you and says, "Cole, yes, you are the man we need. I'm happy you chose to come. I'm sure Karsh will be happy to know you Well, the prince is happy to know you support his regime.
Of course. What's needed?
Wait a second. And then the next moment, like a side door of the office slams open, and Erdmon, the Nosferatu, walks in, followed by someone in like an 80s suit and with an 80s fur. And Clotilde, the person behind the desk, says, Good. So you're here. We have a little bit of a problem. Recently, some important mortal to us, one we had invested, well, we have some interest in, has recently been found on the street, nearly drained of blood. She is currently staying at the General Hospital, but we have no idea who did it or where they came from. You are a detective, are you not?
That's right. Where were they found? Are they conscious?
They were found about 2 blocks from the hospital. We have not been able to speak to her yet. She has been in a coma for the...
You said she's one of ours, so no potential Masquerade breach.
She is a mortal. But she is a mortal that Prince and we have some invested interest in. Her father is the mayor of San Francisco.
Well, shit.
Who could have done it?
Now, will you be able to track down whatever kindred did this and bring them to justice?
By bring them to justice, do you mean final death, or do you want to see them in person?
Well, we did not make our interest in this mortal known. So, for now, just a slap on the wrist for messy feeding will probably be enough. So bring them to me, and we will punish them accordingly.
Of course.
Oh, and before I forget, we are signing you a little apprentice.
There is an immediate look of, oh no.
Seconded.
Clotilde looks over at Clarissa and says, You see, this kindred is new to the city. He arrived here from London, not... How many years was it ago, dear?
Well, we're in 2018. Around 6, 7.
Yes. We need to make sure... Well, she is of my clan. And while I am unquestioningly loyal, many of my brethren are not necessarily. Our entrance in the camarilla is quite a new thing.
Of course, we've all been made aware of what happened in Chicago.
Yes.
And my condolences for London, miss.
Thank you. It was difficult.
Long story short, we need you to keep an eye on her.
Roll,
sure
slight eye roll.
Make sure she doesn't show any of those anarch tendencies. So come on.
Will do.
Very well. Now, Mr. Cole, I think I will let you go on your way. I am sure you have ways of tracking down this kindred.
Certainly. Where was our interested target found?
I will give you I will give you a little map if you want. And she basically gives you like an address, which is located like just like basically a block away from like the hospital. Going back through the map for a moment. So the general hospital somewhere like here in the Mission District, and it's basically just like a street away from the hospital. The site itself is like quite a busy spot. Like not necessarily with people at night, but like it's basically a shopping center or something like that. So like a lot of shops, a lot of things like that.
Excellent.
Yeah, that.
Shall we make a move?
Let's go.
And we exit the building
Okay.
via the reception because that place looked amazing and I definitely want to crash that wedding.
Well, you might have a bite to eat after you come back. Then we go a couple of days back in the past. And we go to the antique shop again. As Arnold returns. It has been taken care of, Master.
Thank you, Arnold. Thank you. I cannot believe the state of the shop. I cannot believe the amount of time that's already passed.
Times were rough.
I can see.
I tried to apprehend the monster that did this to you, but as you can see, and he points at like his eye patch and like his bum knee, it did not go as expected.
Oh, we're not to be trifled with, Arnold. It's never easy taking us out. But I thank you for at least trying. That's more than I would have asked of you. Thank you.
Master Vladislav has told me to watch over you and to serve you in any way I can. So that is my job. That is what I do.
Again, appreciate it. Thank you.
No worries. Do you require anything else tonight, sir?
My stuff would be good. He tries to let out a laugh as looking around at the state of the shop. But no, thank you. Yeah.
Like a little smile
That's
appears
enough
on
for
his
now.
face, but he says, "I am sorry, sir. The state of the shop. The economy has been very rough. Paying just the utilities to keep this place going is
Arnold,
much more difficult than."
It's still here. I thank you for that.
Yes, I do not deserve such praise, but yes, thank you, sir.
It can be rebuilt. We can get there. Thank you.
And I am sorry about your collection, sir. I could only save the one piece. The rest is gone.
Yeah, he goes very quiet on that one as that comes up. But yeah, you can see that that gets something out of him. Did you have to get rid of any of the pieces, or were they taken before, when my incarceration began?
I believe the vampire that did this to you. I believe she was the one to take.
She was
the
so
pieces.
interested. She was so interested in all of it. I should have known.
I was able to take this piece away, but that was everything I could do.
I understand. We'll talk more, Arnold. I'm going to need to catch up on quite a lot, I see. And pull myself together at least. I must be an awful mess right now. But yes, we'll deal with that in the coming days. But thank you, you've done the immediates. That's more than I could have asked.
You can call on me when you need me. I am always here.
And his hand sort of traces the spaces where, some of the pieces, and he starts to get lost in the, like the conversation drops as he's just, realizing just how much is gone from, he may have said it can be rebuilt, but there's something deep in there saying, this is not easy.
Yeah.
And he almost had to kill tonight to even come back.
Arnold, your hunger now, by the way, is at 1. I'm not sure if you've already changed that.
No, I haven't yet, but thank you.
You've drank deeply enough to slake some hunger. And Arnold appears, goes back to the front of the shop. Meanwhile, in another place of the city, how are you planning to begin your investigation?
Well, we already have all we need is the address where the body was found. I will take a visit to my my contact, Barbara, head of the neighborhood watch.
Head of the neighborhood watch.
I just want to get a look. I just need to see his face.
You, no. The accent came back for a moment. Okay, so you pay a.
On the way, I'll say to Clarissa, you might have to sit outside on this one. Her operation relies a lot on. Well, did you ever watch that picture, Hackers, from the 80s?
In the cinema.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. She has eyes everywhere. Worryingly so.
Well, whatever we've got to do to get this done, that's fine.
And don't worry, just say yes. As long as they get their obedience, you can pretty much do what you want.
Well, that's what I'm going for, so let's make that happen.
Which car? Are you taking a car? Are you taking a cab? Are you calling an Uber? How are you getting there?
Ayers wouldn't have anything.
Yeah, I don't think he does either. He probably walks everywhere, like some film.
We may have to walk.
Let's just get a taxi.
An old one. Do you have any old taxis?
Oh shit, yeah, because they're not going to be able to use sat-nav. Oh.
How bad would it be though? Because if the sat-nav doesn't work, the car will still run. They'll just be like, oh, the sat-nav isn't working, and I'll be like,
that's true.
Oh no!
As you get in, you see the cab driver is an old, crusty guy who's like, God damn it, this piece of shit isn't working again. What the fuck?
I guess we'll just share a little look.
Okay. I'll drive I'll drive you. I can't guarantee I'm gonna get to get you there the fastest way, but I can at least get you there.
Just get us to Tenderloin.
Okay. And the cab driver pulls away, and you guys stop in front of a dingy-looking apartment building in the center of the Tenderloin. Outside are some homeless people that are hiding from the harsh weather. You're sure you see needles sticking out underneath some of the fallen leaves like underneath some of the trees that are like planted like next to the street. And you know like how to get in. You know which number Barb lives. And like as soon as she sees you on like her security system, she basically buzzes in. You don't actually need to like press the button. Like
It does
press
the button
bell.
work?
I'm not with you.
The
Just
buzzer
standing outside.
Well, yeah, because if
buzzer-
you told us to stay outside, but I think the second that we pull up there, Clarissa will look outside and be like, I'm feeling better and better about not going in.
Like as soon as you approach the front door, you hear like the buzzer about like of the door being able to being opened. If that makes sense.
Sure, I know the drill. I'll just go in. I know exactly where I'm going. And I will greet Barb.
So as you get to Barb's door, she's already waiting at the door. Good to see you again, Cole. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
What is this? A social visit, or do you actually need something this time?
Can it not be both?
Oh, stop. Want some coffee? I can put on a pot if you want.
I'm good. I'll not sleep if I have caffeine this late.
I mean, you always seem to be out this late. I mean, don't.
All
But
part
okay.
of the job.
Yeah, sometimes I think you sleep during the day and do your job at night. But okay.
Look,
Okay.
I got some information, a lead. As always, you know not to let this out.
Come
I
on.
heard
What am I, a fucking amateur?
The mayor's daughter. She was attacked and left outside, or near the hospital. I just need to see who left her there. Just get a face. I can do the rest, you know that.
Okay. When was this? Give me the address.
I will give her the address and the rough time.
Okay, so she sits down at her computer screens. Like normal people have one, maybe two monitors in front of them. She has like 7 or 8, like set up like in like half a circle before her. Like every single screen has like a different thing, like a security camera there, like some kind of weird data stream from the Matrix on another one that you don't even know what it is.
It's all sushi recipes.
Yeah, it's like it's overwhelming, and if you don't know where to look, you have no clue what's going on. It takes her about 10 minutes to hack into like one of the security cameras of like one of the shops that's like near there, and access their records, which are saved on like the server of like a security firm that she has access to. And it only takes you after like about 10 minutes or so, she pulls up like the image of like a car pulling up to the parking lot, like a big, like balding, gray-haired guy stepping out and pulling like the body out of the trunk and dropping her underneath like a streetlight. Like it was clearly placed there to be found. Like he wasn't like trying to hide it or anything.
Can you print that out for me?
Want me to check the plates too?
That shouldn't be necessary.
Sure. And she'll print out one of the pages. Gives you the grainy security footage of the guy, and you're on your way.
Thanks, I
Now-
appreciate it. And you know,
Now,
if you
Nick-
need anything from me, just let me know.
Well, next time you come to see me, just bring me some flowers or something.
Roses.
Men and their roses. Sure. See you next time you need something.
Will do. And he will return to... I hope you've kept the taxi.
Yeah, she would have not gotten out of that car.
He'll just step back into the back seat. We got our man.
Excellent. That was quick. Easy investigation. Let's go.
It's going to get a lot easier. And he'll just tell the taxi driver to just start driving. And he will give directions. No, he'll give them the address where the body was found.
Okay.
So
He
we'll
drives
go
you
there.
up there. He drives you up there. The parking lot is completely abandoned. There are some like cars just sitting there of like people that left it there and like went home or something, that use this parking lot as like their the main way where they stash their cars during the night. But overall, like no living soul is seen there. Like some cars pass on the streets for every now and then, but no like living person in the parking lot itself.
I'll make a quick check for security cameras. Are there any people around? Is it fairly quiet?
This is basically like how do I see this? Like it's a parking lot and there are like shops all around. Basically every shop has like a security camera because, well, this is a little bit of a better part of town, but still like security is kind of important. There are cameras all around.
You actually might be useful. I will take Clarissa to the nearest dark alley. I'll try and avoid the camera, but knowing she is La Sombra, the camera may not work anyway just in her vicinity.
Like, you know, for a fact that she probably won't show up on it, on like the visual. And if she gets close enough to it, like she might be able to short circuit something. But
So in this dark, dingy alleyway, I will pull out a small piece of white ribbon in one hand and just a small, sharp object in the other, and I will pierce my hand with the ribbon in between and then just hold my hand there so the ribbon soaks up my blood. And then when it's fairly drenched in it, I will put the sharp object away, pull out my lighter, and then set the ribbon on fire. And I think I have to make a roll.
what is the ritual?
I am casting Illuminate the Trail of Prey.
Okay, can you
so
put the description in the chat here?
Nice.
There we go. So I'll obviously be focusing on the printout of this large grey-haired figure.
Okay. So normally all blood sorcery rituals require a roll. In this case, it will be, I think it's just intelligence blood plus blood sorcery against a difficulty of 2. This is a first level blood sorcery ritual, right?
Second level.
Second level. Do you have second level in blood sorcery?
I do. I've spent XP on it.
Okay, great.
It's not on my sheet yet. Well, it is now, but
In
yeah,
that case,
I've
it's
spent-
intelligence plus blood sorcery at a difficulty of 3.
roll. Can I use
Now-
willpower to reroll?
You can spend willpower to reroll up to 3 dice that are not hunger dice. So you
I
have
will
3
do that.
that you can reroll. Right click on the thing in the chat, and then normally a pop-up should come up.
Oh, nice. They've
Ooh,
fallen
that is
through.
cool. Okay. Okay, so I get 4 successes in total then.
That is enough. Let me. Okay, I'm gonna say this succeeds, and you are able to track. You basically, for your vision, you see like a red trail appearing, like in the middle of the road, to where this man would have gone to. Basically, I'm trying to. Like basically Assassin's Creed, like Eagle Vision, you kind
was
of like
thinking
see a trail.
Clairvoyance in Skyrim.
Exactly.
You just get the little shiny.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we have our target, and I will lead the way. But obviously, you do not see this glowing line, so you probably think I'm crazy. On the way, I will. What was London like before?
Thriving, for me at least. No, it was good. It was great there. I didn't really want to come here, to be honest, but I go where I'm told. For now, one
You're
day I'll
lucky
get
you
to.
did.
You have no idea how close it was.
Heard it's a bit of a wasteland now, unfortunately.
Yeah, I haven't been back. Unsurprising, but I'm not sure I could bring myself to go, even if I had the opportunity.
Maybe one day. When we
Maybe.
get things back in order.
Maybe when I get to tell someone where to go, rather than the other way around.
Well, new prince is in charge. Lots of positions opening up.
Yeah, keeping an eye.
Okay. So following this trail takes you pretty much the entire night. Because like it starts off here and it leads you through all kinds of weird ways all the way up to the north side of the town. Following this by foot takes you multiple hours. Just because I'm curious, I will quickly.
I know where I'm going, I promise. Just down this way. Oh, no. Down this little alley here. No.
Yeah, it takes you about 2 hours of 2 hours of walking to get over there.
Did you want to stop and get a snack or something? This is
No, it's okay. We better get this done. I would like to make a good first impression.
Oh, for sure. Karsh is terrifying.
Absolutely. And I would like to be in his good books for many reasons.
For sure.
Oh, in addition to this roll, by the way, Drew, you also need to roll a rouse check. Sorry.
Is that for all rituals?
Yes, unless otherwise specified, it's for all rituals.
Okay. Oh, I fail. I get hungry. That is...
Okay.
I've lost blood, so
Yeah.
Makes sense.
that makes sense.
So you are at 2 hunger now. If I
Mhm.
recall. Okay. So you, after about 2 hours walking, you get to Fillmore Street, which is a fairly busy shopping street leading all the way from like somewhere in the Tenderloin all the way to the Marina District at the sea. Like a lot of shops, a lot of restaurants. Like it's a very, very busy street. Then the trail goes into one of the side alleys where you see a creepy antique shop.
You're fucking kidding me.
And you
What?
see in front of it, you see a car that you recognize from the video. Yes,
Probably
King in
quite
front
a
of-
classic car, I'm guessing, but just in
Yeah.
beat up condition would probably be the best way to say
I'm
it.
I'm
Not well
imagining
kept.
Adam's
Yeah.
family.
I like it. But yeah, it's something classic,
Sure.
but not in the best conditions. So
Yeah,
it's probably the best way.
I was thinking like a Mustang or like an Impala, something along those lines.
Clarissa would be like, that could be a lovely car if it wasn't so shitty and run down.
Yeah, you see like
Perfect.
rust spots all over it. Like the paint is chipped off in multiple places. It's not in good condition.
Well, depending on how this night goes, it could be yours.
Oh God, I hope so. I can only really drive classic cars properly. Other ones go funny.
Yeah, that's not going to be fun in San Francisco.
No, it's not. It's anyway. What?
No, I've been here before.
Yeah?
Weirdly, for the same reason, someone feeding a little too aggressively, shall we say,
A
in
repeat
someone else's
offender?
territory. Not really. It's been several decades since I've even seen this person, so
Okay.
kind of thought they were dead. Well, final dead.
Well, it should be interesting then.
Or terrifying.
What a fun dice to roll.
I will. Does there seem to be any kind of signers of life? Are there lights on in this?
There are
Wonderful
lights
place.
inside. The sign on the door is turned around to say closed. But
Is it one of those signs where it's closed on both sides?
no clue. But you do see like light on the inside, and you see also like a figure running around, a figure that you recognize as being the person on the video, like wearing like an eye patch, big, muscular.
It's difficult.
Walks with a limp.
It's difficult to miss.
Yeah. Stands out.
Could be anyone. I don't know.
Have you ever read Frankenstein, miss?
Of course.
Igor.
Oh yes, does make a resemblance, doesn't he?
On that point, I will knock on the door.
Does that mean never mind?
As you knock on the door, you see the person walking up, like taking the keys out of his back pocket, opening it, like opening the door, and he says, "We are closed. Come back tomorrow."
Oh my goodness,
like,
you weren't
right.
kidding.
Tries to close the door in your face.
I will just put a hand on the door. We're not here to shop.
I am sorry, sir, but it is a very busy evening. I cannot spare time to talk to you right now.
Can I
Can I take a
compel?
peek around the door? Yeah, if you want to go for it, go for it.
Yeah, can I use compel?
Sure.
I can't remember what that does or how I do it, but it feels right.
You do you, yes. You do.
Yeah. Yes, I can issue a single action command. What do I do?
Yeah.
Charisma and dominate.
Against Arnold. We'll see. Against Arnold's intelligence plus resolve. This is quite a good pool for him, actually.
You can re-roll those failed dice.
Yeah, can I do that? How do I do that? Sorry.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
I guess.
Weirdly enough, and I'll give you this. Actually, like on this, because you're a vampire, like dice goes to the acting vampire, so
Yes.
this would be enough
that's
to for you to do this. But you, weirdly enough, like normally when you do this on mortals, like it always works. But you feel this guy somehow, like, you feel him pushing back. But right at the end, like, he falters and he takes a step back, allowing you guys to open the door and step inside. You are of those, God. You could have just said so.
We don't tend to go around announcing our predicament.
Doesn't always get a warm reception.
Allow me to get the master. And he will turn around.
Oh, it really is like something out of a book, isn't it? Amazing.
Is it old-fashioned? Yes.
Yeah.
He'll turn around and go grab you, James. This is the following night, so you're probably a little bit more cleaned up.
Yes, yeah. In a very old suit, but tidy enough on that one. So someone has arrived already.
Apparently, they noticed when I don't know how they noticed, but somebody is here to see you.
Well, it was a matter of time, Arnold, before someone turned up. We knew that, but I thought I might have a little bit more time to figure things out. But very well, thank you. Excuse me, I may have to have quiet words here, Arnold. Is it okay if you hang back a little bit on this one? I don't want you having to lose another eye.
Very well, I will do inventory. If you need help, yell, and I will come with the shotgun.
I hope it won't come to that. And he walks out into the front of the shop, looking a lot tidier than he would have done the previous days. In an outdated suit, and some spectacles that don't seem to fit his head very well. But Cole, this is definitely the visage of the man that maybe a bit thinner than you remember, but definitely the visage of the person that you've met in the past. And he sort of pushes up his spectacles a little bit, looking at you, and says, "Cole, I think. Yes, I'm very good. I never forget a face or a name."
My, I thought you were dead. It's been a while.
Yes, it definitely has. Has life been treating you well?
Well, the war has been... Well, let's just say it's taken its toll.
Yes, I heard there was a lot going on.
Where were you during all that?
I've not been doing a lot, Cole, honestly. I've recently woken up, shall we say, to find the world is different and things have moved on. To be honest, you're the first face I've known from our kind to come wandering through the door. I did wonder who it would be. Maybe I shouldn't have been so surprised it was you.
You're lucky it's me.
Yes, I probably am.
Made a little bit of a mess.
Yes, I definitely did. And yeah, he definitely looks a bit upset at that on that one. I have done better over the years, Cole, but I awoke in a predicament and I was incredibly hungry.
It's a bigger mess than you know, unfortunately.
Sorry, we haven't been introduced. Apologies. Ramírez
Clarissa. Clarissa King, and I'll
pleasure
hold my hand up for a handshake.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. This creepy old hand will come forward, but yes,
he does like the politician handshake where she like grabs your other hand,
and the hand is like there is no strength behind this hand. It's like the lightest handshake ever on that one. A stiff wind would blow him over.
Yeah, Clarissa definitely goes in for like a firm handshake, and then she's like, "Oh,
yeah. You
better not."
Whether a hand would be broken in the process. But, a pleasure, miss. A pleasure. A bigger mess than I know. I have no idea right now what can be more than the whole world is upside down. But please, fill me in on whatever it is you've had to come here to tell me.
You made quite a mess of the mayor's daughter. Unfortunately, that's going to be someone attracting attention. I'm afraid we have to bring you into the prince, and I would rather that be civil.
I Cole. I don't know all that's going on with everything here, and apologies. I may well be out of date on every bit of knowledge I have right now.
How long were you resting?
Well, if my information is correct, miss, a fair few years. The 90s was my last memories of being free, and a few nights ago was my return on that front. And this mayor's daughter, unfortunately, was the first person I saw in my state. So, yeah.
I understand. There's a lot to fill you in on.
Well, then I apologize for the circumstances. But orders are orders, unfortunately.
I fully understand, Cole. I'm not saying that you have to... I just don't know what's going on yet. And apologies if I step on the wrong feet or in the wrong place. I don't know what my place is right now.
It's okay. We can fill you in on the last few decades.
If I survive this meeting... yes, but I knew someone would be coming, so yes, I've already assigned that up myself that I'd have to at least figure out where my new place in all of this would be, and this is at least a step in that, whether for good or ill.
Well, weirdly, this is a good time to do that. We have a new prince in the city.
Huh.
They might be more agreeable than you imagine.
That is a possibility.
And you know the game, just say yes.
Yeah, I do know parts of the game, definitely. Very well, thank you, Cole. I will take that under advisement, and yes, I will come without issue. As can I ask at least one favor of you, if that's okay?
Of course.
Can we leave Arnold out of this? He's done enough in trying to help me, and that is all he was trying to do. He wasn't part of anything else, really. Can he be left?
He's not the one we have to bring in.
It looks like he's been through enough.
You have no idea. But maybe I'll get a chance to fill you in one day. Thank you.
He's a little old for a ghoul, don't you think?
Yes, maybe. And yeah, he does seem a little bit like partially agreeing with you in some ways. But he hasn't changed anything in the moment.
Thought your clan could at least fix some of this.
I asked, but I haven't done anything. We'll put it in those terms then. Well, we can take my car, or have you...
Is that your car out the front there?
It's... yes. Arnold's been using it for many a year. But yes, in theory.
I could drive us back if we wanted to use that. That would be fine.
The stick is not the greatest, but you can...
Don't you guys drive on the wrong side of the road?
I've been here for a little while now.
Just making sure.
Well, I think I'm awfully rusty, so I would, if Miss would be happy to drive a piece of old, yes, tech as it is, but I do like.
That's the only way I know how to drive.
Well then, yes, enjoy. And he will allow you to drive and be taken as in.
Okay, so you guys drive back to the city hall.
As this is all going on, as he's just driving through the city, you just see him. He's looking around in wonder at how things have changed around him. It's like he sees. You can see this. Like some of it is like some's the same to him, and then he looks around and just thinks, "What is that?" As he's just looking at how the skyline of this place has changed. If he was lying about what was going on. Yeah, the wonder on his face is a thing.
Okay, so I assume you take him to the side entrance, where the
sure, through the reception.
So this side entrance doesn't lead into the reception, but it goes up and down. It's basically a service entrance, not really. Used that often. At least not my way.
Actually, no. Cole would be cautious. He's still a frenzy risk. So yeah, he would avoid the large groups of people.
Yeah, You hear the reception is like slowly like ebbing down. There are lots of like waiters around that are like cleaning up lost glasses. Bride and groom are like waving away like their guests as you would take him to the back where somebody might be waiting.
Would this have been the seat of power in the past, Seb, or would this have been?
It would not have been.
Yeah,
no.
so this is like they chose somewhere new then.
Like for certain like Elysia, this might have been used before, but not as like a seat of power. Mostly like the where the prince held court was usually on like a big ass yacht in like the marina.
Right.
That was usually the place.
Something that was a bit more mobile than this in that respect. Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
The halls of power change.
A lot has changed. It's been a rough couple of decades.
Yeah, I missed a lot.
So,
but there may be some benefit to one of your clan. But it's not all bad.
I'll hold judgment, Cole. Like I said, I am definitely the proverbial fish out of water.
As you guys enter the office you were in previously, you see Clotilde is still going through some papers as you guys enter, and she looks up. Mr. Cole. Does Cole have a last name, by the way, or am I just forgetting this?
I think he just goes by Cole. He does have his passport name, which is Nick Moore. But I think to other kindred, he just goes by Cole.
Okay. Mr. Cole? Miss King? Is it Miss or Mrs. King?
Miss.
Miss King. Have you found the culprits in our little mystery?
I'll do a little sidestep, revealing our Zemitzi friend.
Pushes up his glasses a little bit.
Quickly and efficiently.
So she stands up, and when she stands up, like, you see shadows extend from her, like covering basically half the room with like shadowy tentacles, like creeping up against the wall towards you. So, who are you, and what do you have to say for yourself?
Does he recognize this person, or does he not know this person? Is the question.
You have never seen this person before.
No, that's fair enough. No problem. Okay, as long as he's in that situation, he says, "My name is Ramírez. I am a member of San Francisco, shall we say? Out of touch."
How do you mean out of touch?
I was entrapped in my little shop, and unfortunately, time has passed since that entrapment. I woke up a few days back.
What is your name, mister?
And he says, Ramírez Banecroft.
Mr. Banecroft, did they not teach you to clean up after yourself?
They did.
When you were made. Then
Absolutely.
Why the fuck did we find the mayor's daughter on a street corner, almost drained of all blood?
Well, firstly, I didn't know she was the mayor's daughter. Not that that honestly would have made any difference. Secondly, I was almost 30 years entrapped in a tomb, and on waking, she was the first thing I saw. And if you think you can control the beast at that point, no, you don't believe that. It was an accident.
I am sympathetic to the predicament you found yourself in. I must say, even that is no excuse for not cleaning up your own messes.
If I was of more right mind in the moment, it would not have happened. But yes, I agree, it's not a good thing. It's not a good look, in whatever decade you're in. I know that much, at least.
What is your clan, mister?
And he gets uncomfortable in the moment, and he says, I am of Clan Samitsi. And he sort of looks off to one side like this may cost him his head in the moment.
You see that the shadows on the walls intensify. Mr. Banecroft, are you a Sabbat spy? And don't try to lie to me. I will notice.
No, I'm not Sabbat. I have done my own thing for a long time.
I hope so. But I hope you will also know that you will be under increased scrutiny if you are allowed to stay here. Come with me! And she will lead you to, like, a bigger office.
Very well.
She will open a door. And there you will see a large, bearded man, like slightly hunched over, darkened, sitting on top of a desk. Before this desk is a rather portly man kneeling in front of him, sucking on the bearded guy's wrist as like blood or vitae is dripping down this guy's like lips, basically. Clotilde, what is it now? Karsh says. And Clotilde says, my prince, we have apprehended the person responsible for the state of Mr. Masters' daughter. And you see the person that's like sucking on his wrist turns around and says, who did it? Who did this to my daughter?
He definitely takes a step back in that moment as he sees that.
Karsh like almost slaps him away and says, quiet. Do not speak unless you are spoken to. So it is this guy, and he like stands in front of Ramírez. The rest of you are there too, by the way.
Yeah, I'm a small frame compared to this guy.
So, Mr. Banecroft, was it?
Yes, Ramírez Banecroft. He gives a slight bow in his direction, thinking that's appropriate.
How are you planning to repay us for for the inconvenience you have caused us?
Any way I can. I don't know what's needed at this point, but if there is uses for someone with my types of skills, from my background, my clan, then I would like to find out if that was something that was doable. But of course, that's all in your hands, Prince. Times are changing, I hear. I understand things are different now. Maybe there's a place for me?
Karsh reaches behind like his back and pulls out like the biggest huge-ass sword that you've ever seen, which he seems to like wield without like any effort, like if it's weightless. And he slowly like holds it against your neck. And
he feels the cold steel press, or the cold metal press against his neck.
Normally, we do not let people of your clan live. However, we are in desperate need of kindred that are loyal to the camarilla in the city. 2 major boons, and you will be allowed to live.
And he slowly nods his head. Whatever you need, Prince. I will see what I can do.
Good. 2 major boons. And Mr. Cole, was it?
Just nods his head.
Good. Mr. Cole, from now on it is your job to watch over this one. And, well, apparently the other one as well. You have served well, I trust you. But for now, you're on babysitting duty until I require further assistance from you.
The indignant eye rolls coming off Clarissa. You nearly killed someone. I haven't done anything.
Watching is what I do best, sir.
Good little soldier. I appreciate that. Now, I suggest you get going. it won't be long until sun comes up.
A bit of a bow again. And I turn to Cole and sort of like, seems apologies. I am going to stay your problem. For a while at least.
And apparently I am too.
Yeah, what did you do?
I haven't done anything. I've been very loyal the entire time.
Maybe that's why you've done nothing. But we can change that.
Working on it.
He looks at you and says, there's times to stand out, and there are times to not to.
Fall asleep for 2 decades.
A lot to catch up on.
Mm.
May I ask you to fill me in? What you guys know. But first things first, I think we need to get out of here and find somewhere to rest.
Of course.
Okay. So I'm gonna say you guys make it back to your haven, or maybe you stay over at one another's havens. That's all up to you.
You have a sleepover.
Mine's the nicest.
And next time we see these kindred, we will be 4 years into the future. And they will have hopefully bonded into a little group a little bit more. This is their origin story.
Of course.
So,
Yeah, we
thank
did.
you guys for playing. It was... It's exactly the right time to stop, so I'm happy.
Yeah, no, well done, Seb. Yeah, well done. But yeah, keeping us on track there. But yeah, no, that was nice. Nice way to just start things off in a gentle way.